Hey everyone, Nuno here. Welcome back to new Grimoire. And on today's video, we're going to build our new extraction town. So we'll be building a town that will extract ore and coal from a nearby mountain. So I was looking into this map a while ago, the last episode together with you guys also. And looking here into the natural resources, we saw that we have a good chunk of ore around here, plus we have this huge fertile land, and I'm thinking I'm really inclined into building around here our extraction town. Basically, we could build here like I said before, but I'm more into these sections. So here's what we're gonna do. We can check the resources, and I kind of want to buy these plots of land. So we're talking about 9. I kind of want to buy these also. So 15. And then we can probably connect through here. So 19 tiles. Well, we can buy 20 tiles around here. In fact, we could even extract oil in the future from here. And we could even extract more from here if we go there. We could also try to bring in rail, and that wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's build this one in here, although it's not... Oh, let's buy this plot of land, because although you don't have much to build in here, it kind of unlocks this section, and you will be able to, or in this case I'll be able to probably grab some of these rail and try to bring into here. Probably not on today's episode, but on the near future, sure. I'm also thinking, should I buy this one, because we do have this interchange, and maybe I'm going to change the interchange around here. And that's not a bad idea. So doing this, we definitely get up here to the mountains. Now, the problem is, and we can check that later, but or right now, the problem is this is high on the mountains, and land is not entirely flat, is it? So if you go like that, you can see, whew, here is going to be quite challenging to get through here. Although we do have resources in here. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how we're gonna do that. Plus all of this, I'm thinking, and then you have all of that also. This is like a big kind of mountain cliff around here. Can we or should we try to make all of this flat? I kind of like that, because I like flat land. And although here is not flat, not entirely flat, it's not bad either. But this is a big plot of land to be flat. But honestly speaking, if we choose, let's go 100% on the brush strength and the size 600. Is it strange? Yeah, it is, but you know what? I can deal with that. No problem at all. Alright, so terrain is kind of leveled. Now that we know where our resources are, our ore mining industry is around here, we now have to build up our town our roads, our infrastructure. And I don't know if I have unlocked highways. No, I didn't. So let's unlock that. Let's unlock runabouts because I want to. I think that's okay for the time being. I don't know if we need anything else from here at the moment, other than the university. That should be soon enough, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna pause these now because I'm gonna think about this. And this is quite an interesting concept. By the way, I also want to do something else. I want... where is it? I paused the game for a very specific reason. I kind of want to connect these power lines underground. So we're going to go underground. And we're going to connect here to here. It doesn't matter how it is done, it's underground, and this definitely gives us a little bit more terrain tools that we can play around. In fact, I could soften the terrain a little bit more around here, because I think this would definitely require so. It looks better. Maybe I'll build something around here also. I don't know, maybe. Either way, let's look at what we have available or on our highways. Do we have... we don't have intersections. We need a progression node intersections. Okay, so... Okay, we need these ones. So let's unlock these ones. I want already the intersections. So this is interesting because now we have access to a couple of intersections. And I'm thinking, I kind of like this one. You know, I kind of like this one, that we could use something like that. And we can expand our city up there, but we would have to use it like this on the other side, slightly like that. And I think that would work. Okay, so let's, first of all, let's erase our highway. So now that we have added our intersection, or it's not intersection, yeah, it's intersection, yeah. Now that we added our intersection here, which is quite interesting, right, to be honest. I like it. It's different, but I really like it. It's simple to add, so pretty easy to do that. It was not that hard to do this connection. I kind of like this way also. There's a little bit of a kind of a key wall around here, but that's fine. And I kind of like this way. It can be a little bit steep, but let's be honest, you come from the highway into here from the roundabout, you definitely do not want to speed up that much. And in fact, I don't want I'm thinking I don't want to have that many cars parked in here, and we can even level up this section here at other buildings like these ones, maybe like medium or mixed buildings. But that's not something to do today. We're not going to work too much in here. In fact, we are going to work through here. And this is the most interesting part. Now, let me check one thing. We do not have any sewage or water connection. So let's grab around here and connect somewhere around here. So this should give us water connection to and sewage connection through here. Basically, it's using energy that we are producing from here, and we are producing. Well, the thing is, we are producing all of it. I just want to know how much are we consuming. We are just consuming 31,000. We're probably now going to consume it a lot more, but that's fine. So here now, it's where I want to build up. So let's grab our roads, and we're going to use gravel roads for the time being. Let's open the resources, and I kind of want to just place where, and it would be good to have like this. Oh yeah, this is good. So I kind of want us to, and I may erase that part over there. There's a little bit of a bumpy road over there. That's fine. And here is also going to be the same thing, I guess. But I'm going to go probably like that. And there's a little bit of a bumpy also, but it's not too bad. To be honest, it's not too bad over here. So this is where we want to build our industry. So our unique factories or specialized industry, that's where we want to build them, because that's where the land is fertile and not fertile, but has the resources for both ore and coal. And we need to connect then to here, to these main road, I would say avenue. And we also have fertile land somewhere in here, which I think it's around here. And this is kind of like the way I see is that we can build like a small town around here, because this is a little bit of flat land that I did, so we can build around here like the main road. And let me just place the roads first, and then we will see how I'm gonna work these out. There you go. So because this is on the mountains, we kind of don't want it to be like very straightforward. So you want to try to move around, and I kind of like that. It looks good. I think it kind of looks more realistic, although you do have a little bit of steep once in a while over there. I also want to do a small runabout in here. The main reason why I want to do a small runabout here is because this can be or can become like a main avenue. And in fact, let's upgrade this road, because we don't have any anyone in here or anything like that. So let's upgrade that to a main road, and let's do another runabout. I don't want to have any traffic lights. And in fact, let me check if we have, this is gonna be a small town. It makes no sense to have any traffic lights around here. And I don't think in here we have anything. No, we don't. So it wouldn't make any sense to have any traffic lights around here. So this is a really this is going to be a really small town, in my opinion, and that's cool. Now let's start to build our zones in here, or our specialized industries. There we go, two buildings, two new industry buildings around here that are going to be producing something, hopefully. One thing I need to do that I'm not entirely happy with is this, that I completely forgot about that. So let's add in here some nodes so that we can basically build up these curves slightly better, okay? And that means we're going to erase all of that and hopefully try to make some softer curves around here. Try to. That's the... Let's use these guidelines now. There you go. I think it definitely is gonna look better, in my opinion. Doesn't need to be perfect, but it's softer for the trucks that are going to go up and down this hill. Oh, yeah, this is very hilly, but you can check the city down there. The game is still paused because now I want to, we have a lot of demand, so I want to start adding our city in here before anything else. So this is going to be like the main avenue here, and my goal here for the main avenue, and I think that this is the moment where I am going to probably start unlocking things. I think I'm going with medium housing, and I'm not. Here's the thing. I kind of want to. Yeah. Let me think. I think before placing any residential areas or anything like that, I kind of want to add what is needed to the city. So this is a small town, right? And we're gonna need an elementary school. And by the way, here, we're gonna have to do a lot of things later on, but I think first of all, let's add a district around here. there you go. Most of these residential buildings are built. I kind of think that we could also use this for commercial because there's going to be a lot of traffic going on through here. I'm pretty much sure there's going to come a moment where this is going to be extracting like a lot of buildings. I would say so. And you know what? I think we can build, first of all, here we can have a couple more houses, but I'm thinking, would it make sense to be row houses instead? I think so. So I'm gonna make all of them 3 by 3 and then only these two smaller ones 2 by 2. And I kind of want to go these ones also in a tree, all of them 3 by 3. This is all of the row houses I want to build around here. There's gonna be more housing around here for sure. Let's have these smaller lots. In here it would make more sense instead of a crematorium to have some kind of graveyard, but I think the crematorium would be more cheaper, although we do have capacity all over the place, but it is a long distance from here up to there, you know, really long distance to Oaktown. So it would make sense for us to have some kind of, in my opinion, it would make sense to have some kind of services in here. And I definitely think we should add a clinic. So let's go here to the clinic. Clinic doesn't take too much of a space, although I think I already built all the space I wanted. But what about we build something around here? Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. So we are going to build. Let's just take off that filter or span. Let's just use this one though. And let's go, I think here in this road. First of all, we're gonna add our clinic. And I kind of want it to be around here. So we have a clinic. So everyone living here can have access to healthcare, which is good. So this means it's a good place to live. And we also want a crematorium. So we don't have the crematorium, but we can unlock it. We have enough points. So let's unlock the crematorium and let's build it, I would say right next to the clinic. Right next to the elementary school. So that's fine. That's fine. I think this right next to each other makes a little bit of sense, in my opinion. Now, police station, fire station and police station, that's kind of another deal or another question. And I'm thinking it would make sense around here probably, right? So I'm currently thinking these buildings are still being built, so it's a shame for these guys, honestly, but we're gonna have to build a police station. Police station would work fine in here. It would be perfect around here. Well, we would lose. You know what? I don't care. Some people lose a little bit of things, but yeah, I think it makes sense. Although it's in this big, in this main avenue, it would make sense to have a police station. And what about the firehouse? Firehouse is smaller, right? And I'm seeing the firehouse. Maybe this is not a bad idea for a firehouse. It has that small cliff, but we can use terraforming in here a little bit to make it slightly less aggressive on our side. Like that. So it wouldn't be too aggressive to have a firehouse right in there. And it's true, we lost a little bit of business around, but still, I think it would make sense. And I kind of like that around here. So the only thing left in here in this town, in Oaktown, to be completely successful. Well, I have to build this up a little bit more. Just a second. What is still missing here in Oaktown is, for sure, post office and internet connection. Now, the last thing that is missing, and let's just activate it again. So the last thing that is missing is buses. And I don't know how many buses we are using. And I kind of want to have like a bus service that goes through this area up to Oaktown. So we have 13 buses already. We cannot go too far away. I think we're gonna place in here. I think we're gonna need to have some kind of bus. Let's look at where we can have a bus stop. I think here would make sense, a bus stop. And I think it would make sense on both ways, to be honest. Because this is probably where they're gonna go back and forward. I would say something around here also would make sense. I'm thinking. Probably like that. Maybe both sides. Maybe. Why not? On this school, which is nearby there. And I'm also thinking, would it be too bad to have bus stops on the businesses? Whoa. What is this guy doing? Jesus Christ, this is cool, but look at that's interesting. That's quite interesting, to be honest. Okay, so we are gonna have 2 lines in here, 2 shuttle lines, I would say, one for the town, one for the businesses. So I would say both of them would go. Let's start with one that goes. Alright, so now we have a bus line that works around Oaktown and the businesses. Now we want to build another bus line that kind of follows a similar pattern around here, but instead it goes all the way through here as a shuttle service. And this will hopefully give us, I don't know, access to what we need. The only thing that is left in here that I wish I had it more, and it would be possible to do, which maybe it is possible to do in the nearby future, is to have a train tracks. But I don't think train would go up to Oaktown. I think trains would go somewhere around here, closer to the Oaktown, and then you'd have like a short trip, although here it's very long, but you'd have like a short trip from one place to another. And yeah, that's kind of it. I kind of wanted Oaktown to have these businesses. Should I move Oaktown district to be... I think we could do that. You know what? I think I will do that. Mostly because I don't think it would be much of a problem to add all of those businesses around here. All part of Oaktown. So Oaktown is like this big, massive area. And that would be fine with me. There you go. We can say Oaktown is all of that. And we can then develop this easier. And we have reached Big Town. That's cool. Pretty much almost 2 million plus 10 tiles and 8 development points. And we now have access to high density housing and oil drilling, which is cool because we do have oil, I think, around here. So we could expand our city to get there and even build an oil rig for the time being. Let me just look here into production and check out how we are. I mean, yes, that's cool. We have enough production of pretty much everything to the exception of oil and cotton, which we will probably address in the nearby time, because now we have unlocked oil and we do have fertile land around here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yeah, we have here fertile land, which definitely means we're going to build farms around here and probably a town around here also, with maybe a train stop, train track station, wherever. We may unlock a couple of these tiles so we can bring in that train tracks to the city or to this area. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've built a new town, Oaktown, and next episode I'm thinking we're going to expand like big time. We're gonna bring in more people. We are producing good amount of money. We probably now are losing a little bit more, but we have to expand our city. What is happening here, by the way? We had an issue with the bus lines. Yeah, there's no passengers over there, so that's fine. I personally, I don't even think we're gonna have that many passengers using this line, but at least we have a line. Oh yeah, by the way, one thing I forgot before I finish, I want this to only work through these districts, you know. And the crematorium, I mean, the crematorium can work. I mean, it's gonna be too expensive, right? The crematorium just for this location. The post office is there, the high school. I also want them only to be around here, this elementary school for the time being. Meanwhile, the clinic we have here. The clinic, I want it to work through all of these districts, this one. So, there you go. Yeah. There's maybe a couple of locations that it doesn't cover, but you know what? Or this clinic, maybe this clinic does not need to have all of this. Yeah, let's just. This one will run through the entire city, even if it has to go up here, which is not necessary, but because we do have this one. And it's a shame that this one only works around here, but you know what? It's fine. Alright guys, so that's kind of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did so, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment with any kind of suggestion you may have for the next few episodes. And yeah, hope to see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.